But tensions also flaring in Chicago as protesters take to the streets. Demonstrators critical of ICE and its tactics. And Chicago, not the only Illinois city where folks are speaking their mind tonight. In Broadview, just outside of Chicago, protesters clashing with ICE agents today. One man arrested as News Nation cameras were rolling. At least 2 protesters have been arrested. ICE saying that it has arrested 40 migrants today. News Nation's Mills Hayes live for us there in Broadview, where the mayor...
I'm just saying, if you're a reporter and you need to wear a gas mask on American soil because the thing that you're reporting involves militarized agencies, federal agencies, or police that are using chemical weapons on American soil against Americans, that's not big brain shit, folks. If you have to wear a gas mask as a reporter to cover a story involving police or federal agencies engaging with civilians, as a person, you should be thinking, wow, that's not the way things should be going. Also, you want to talk about completely unnecessary dogpiling somebody to arrest them. For what? Protesting? I think I already covered this. Every single one of these agents trying to prevent this person from protesting is the one breaking the law. And we need to start pushing that. We need to start being very loud and vocal about the fact that they are the ones breaking the law. Not us. Not by protesting. But by arresting us, they are violating the law. And I get it. My 4 viewers, my 6 viewers, my 12 viewers, right? My 31,000 interactions on Facebook. I'm a fucking nobody. Speaking to a very small crowd. And luckily, I've been getting a lot of views after posting on YouTube. So 939 viewers. Let's go. 11 on shorts. Let's go. Right? I have a very small audience right now. A very, very small platform. But I'm certainly encouraging y'all to go out there and do what's needed, right? Now imagine I bring the same energy to the chambers of Congress. And I call for citizens to stand up against police. That police arresting you, exercising your right to peacefully protest, is a crime. The police are committing the crime. And you have the right to resist unlawful detention. Because you have the right to due process. And you have the right to free speech. And the right to protest. And if a journalist is targeted, because we've seen that happening, we have a free press. It's a guaranteed right. It's the First Amendment in our Bill of Rights. And any entity that would violate that is committing a crime. Now, imagine the weight that would carry from a U.S. congressman. That's my motivation for getting into Congress. Could give a shit less about the platform, you know, and the cheering masses. What I care about is being able to reach people and letting them know that they have the right to resist this fuckery. They, if I may be so bold, the duty and obligation to resist this fuckery. Because fascism has no place in America. And although the founding fathers didn't know what fascism was, they did know what tyranny was. And they used that word in the Constitution. And that is why they wrote those rights. Those inalienable rights. So, yes, what those cops are doing is a crime. What's happening to that guy is a crime. Am I telling you to go up against 6 armed, angry, violent agents by yourself and de-arrest this guy? No. Am I telling you to grab a prop and de-arrest that guy? No. What I am telling you is that we need to be significantly more vocal about the fact that what we are seeing in this clip is a crime against Americans exercising their rights. And the more we can push that fact into the public narrative, the sooner this shit stops happening. I don't feel the same smoke of killing them all, even though it makes me really mad. Maybe it's just because it's far away from me. Well, and you're not violent. I am violent. Have you had trouble with the police before the arrest thing? You seem like a man that always gets in trouble with I've never gotten into trouble with the police before that or after that, because I try to avoid the police as much as possible now, and I'm not as confrontational when I do, unfortunately, engage with police, because apparently the criminal justice system doesn't exist anymore for defending yourself or exercising your rights. But yeah, I guess I have had a slight history of problems with authority. You're like the kid at school always resisting against his teacher. I mean, again, that may or may not have been accurate. When Hitler was in power, it was not like being against Hitler and resisting was allowed. Exactly. I mean, that's the thing. If you cannot resist your government, you're not in a free country, right? And this shit's been going on. We just talked about it with Assata Shakur. It's not like this is new, right? Assata was literally terrorized, literally demonized, and then set up in a trial to fall, and then she was tortured in prison and sent to a men's facility. Like, that part fucking gets me. So it's not like this country has been free for a very long time, if we have ever been free, right? And there's growing arguments saying that we were never a free country unless you were a white landowning male, right? After it's seen as resistance. And yeah, Anna, I'm violent against tyrants. All right.